is Jenny, and I'm going to talk about the bicycle. But when he's putting up the poster on the side of the wall, he has like a smile on his face, and that kind of shows us that like he has a new job and everything. It's kind of like a new beginning for him, and then like we want things to be good for him, like we want things to work out. But then once the bike is taken from him, then like this huge like wave of panic hits, and it's like the inciting incident obviously, but then it's portrayed in a way where we like become interested in, and like yeah, like we become interested in like him wanting to get his bike back and everything, and we just kind of want him to succeed. The camera angles and movement are like really slow, and like the editing is like, it's like long editing and like long takes, and it's also like laid out when we're following him around when he's chasing after the guy. In some shots we're becoming like a bystander, so we're not like in anyone's point of view, we're just like from like the sidelines kind of like watching like the things play out. Related to editing, a lot of the shots are long, like I was saying before, and they're kind of boring, and then which kind of like lose the they kind of like loses like the aspect of like what it's really about. Like they kind of like lose you for a second, but then with like all the action it kind of like brings you back in. But then tying into the genre, which is modernism, it represents true to life or like slice of life. The aspect of it, which is like what I thought was kind of annoying, since like the shots were so long, giving off the vibe that it was like the turning point of the film, because it really, that's supposed to be the inciting incident. But since the editing is so long, then we kind of get distracted. The target audience was definitely the French people and like just France, but then okay, it was definitely for the French people because back then like it was really hard to get jobs, and the people watching this movie could relate to the fact that like this guy was struggling to keep his job, and then like the accomplishment he felt when he first got his job. To the authorial commentary of how like if something actually bad did happen in a public area, I'm pretty sure at least one bystander would try and help. In a critique that I read from Bosley Crowther in 1949, he writes, "He is pondering the piteous paradoxes of poverty, no matter where, and the wretched compulsions of sheer self-interest in man's desperate struggle to survive. And while he has limited his vista to a vivid cross-section of Roman life, he is actually holding a mirror up to millions of civilized men." When he said this in his article, I like completely agreed with him, because he's like saying that, like what I was saying before, like it was really hard to get jobs in the first place, but then at the same time the director, De Sica, he turns it into like a complex story of like struggling, and like taking this main character and like showing how something so small, like getting his bike stolen, can like completely shatter the rest of his life.